it's not really too much different going on than what I wanted to talk about and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Going live in 3, 2, 1. We live already. Fuck all that. What's good? What the audio sounding like, bro?
It sounds crisp.
It's a little.
Hey, you're a little low though. I will say that.
I'm a little low. Let me see if I can adjust that.
Turn your shit up. Wait, what Aaliyah said? Turn my mic up. Up some more. Up some more. Up a little. Damn shit! You can't hear, bitch.
But let's just say my mic is up all the way, bruh. Oh shit! Maybe it's an adjustment on the mic itself. Is that for the headphones? Is that better?
Do it one more time.
Is that better?
I don't know because you're talking directly into it or not, but okay. It sounds better.
Let me see. I got some adjustments back here.
If I don't hear you as good there too, you may have to press the mic.
How's that?
Up against your face.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's better?
Yeah, but you may have to speak into the mic when you talk.
Hey yo, is that better though?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, let's get it.
That's good too.
I think we live, bro. Let me just shout out the streams. We about to get into these notes, though.
I have to buy a diffuser, man. Like my shit is too bright, y'all. So if I were to put the light there, like this, what it would look like.
Oh, man. I see. So there's equipment that handles it.
No, that's a lamp, but it's clamped onto the side of my desk. So what I'll do is I'll point it as a ghetto diffuser. I'll point it directly at the wall.
The ghetto diffuser.
Because look, you gotta know physics and graphics, yo. The radiosity and the bounce light, you know what I mean? The ray tracing allows it to light my face. The light bounces off the wall, then bounces back off my brown lips.
I'm trying to get this shit right. Get these patch notes up in here.
Yeah, I was actually well the whole time. What was happening is it was the sinus. Because I did lose my sense of like smell, which meant I lost my sense of taste, and my whole shit was out of whack. So your face has the sinus holes. I'm sure you've seen like a graphic of it, but it must have been like all like the whole. It didn't drain. So every time I would like lay down to do a bench press, that shit would. I have the post nasal drip. Fuck my shit up. You should have heard what I said to one of my female coworkers. I was like, that post nasal drip slid and back my throat. She was like, "Yeah, that shit." I was like, she was like, "That sounds sus as shit, yo." I was like, that my friend would have said, "Pause." I was like, that mucus slid down the back of my throat.
Oh shit! Pause. Hey, yo!
That's the only way I can describe it.
And nigga said, "Slid down." The mucus slid down my throat. Pause, nigga. Shit.
Fuck you.
Hey, fucking down! Hey, what's good, man? You ready to go?
I don't even know how Patrick did that.
Yo, he looked like he broke his back, bro. He did a bridge.
He made sure everybody saw that shit.
Fucking yo! Somebody need to animate that.
Oh, what game is this? Where this police is beating somebody up like that?
Hold on, what you looking at, bro?
You put it on Twitter 53 minutes ago.
That's King of Fighters. That's dropping next year. I believe in
he
March.
He beat the shit out of him. Damn. He's a guy I want to be.
Yeah, you can see he's military. You know what I mean? I want to say he a guy I want to be. Like, yo.
I don't know nothing about fighters. I'm just going based off what it
King of Fighter niggas gonna be on your ass. How dare you talk about high turn like that? You're gonna be on your ass. Pause.
That dude have a sonic pop.
I need to get a magnifying
sonic pop. Stealing people's fucking shit.
That's horrible, dog.
Niggas are fucking. I'm just gonna turn him like that too. Let me not do that.
How do I zoom in on this shit, bro?
It'll be Gal, yo. He came out. out, my Sonic Pop.
Sonic Pop. There we go, zoom. Mix. Oh, that's a little better, but not really. You can't read that shit, huh? Shit's not.
I can't see it at all.
Damn, maybe I should I'm gonna put the link in the Discord so you can look through it yourself. In general.
But like, I can't see what you see.
So I'm putting the link in the Discord, and we can just go through it, follow through it.
Yes, sir. Let me.
I think that's probably the best way we could do it. I don't know. Or I could share my screen with you. I don't know if my computer.
You could, but I think that's gonna really be extra.
Yeah, that's extra.
I mean, if you can try it.
Let's see here.
General mechanics.
How do I share my screen with you? Text channels. I
don't know. You may not want to share your whole screen, man.
I ain't got nothing. This is my work computer, bruh. No, I'm saying. Oh, look, I can actually share the patch notes with you. Let's see, patch notes one.
Can you?
Can I think screens, applications. Guilty Gear.
No, you go to the chat, and you can have an option that says share your screen.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just trying to figure out which. I'll share this one with you. I don't know if you're gonna be able to read it, but we in there.
But then it goes live, though. I don't know how that works.
Let's see. I got pretty good internet. It's alright internet. Alright, let's share it out, bro.
I see it here, but I can't see it from that.
So they go 250, 300. There we go. 400. Let me go back a little bit. Is that better? Can you see it now?
Yeah, but can you move it to the side?
To which side? Pause. Nigga said pin it to
towards the middle of the screen. Hold on for a minute. I'll call you back in the morning, alright? You heard me?
You talking to me?
I'll call you back in the morning, alright? Let me see. Texting boy. Yeah, there you go.
Is it better?
Yeah. That's what I want to see.
Pause. And I get the video back up. Nigga just a Discord noob.
That one needs to be. You see how pain in the ass this bitch is? This shit is annoying.
That shit definitely not easy. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you got that function too? You can blur your background.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Ken doesn't have that shit. I was like, yo, you gotta get a better.
It's probably the camera you got.
I'm using my laptop one though.
Oh yeah,
you move that over like a lot.
All it is it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. We good. We good.
Yo, can you do that too? At the top of the screen or whatever the case is, where it says streamer mode enabled.
You want me to disable?
No. It's an X. You X that?
Oh, you said it's a pet peeve. I need you to X that out. It's a pet peeve. I'm making my neck itch.
Yeah.
I got OCD like a motherfucker. What is it? Nigga filling out all the gaps.
Man.
All right, we in there.
That shit.
Let's go.
We live.
Hey, y'all know what this is. Zoom in a little bit.
Just a little
bit more. Let's see, let's go.
Like, what is it on?
400.
Yeah, that should even be 500.
It need to be 500. God damn, nigga.
There we go.
Better. No, you wear glasses.
Oh
nigga.
shit!
Put the glasses on, nigga.
Never mind. Go back.
Go back.
Unless you want to scroll. Unless you want to go scroll side to side.
It's cool. I could scroll. It's all good.
Okay.
All right. So,
because if I'm having trouble seeing it, then everybody else is going to.
Yeah, I hear you. Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Cool. All right. So first off, we're gonna go. There's different patches here. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I should.
Are you gonna record? You might as well just back it up. Well,
I'm already streaming, bro. Yeah. I'm already streaming, and I didn't share out the stream. It's all good. So I'm just showing you. There's different patches. We're gonna go over right now. They got the universal mechanics. We're gonna go. That's basically general changes for the whole cast, the whole system of the game. We're gonna go over that first. First, I'm gonna go share out this stream real quick. Twitter. Let me go to YouTube. I'm sure there's a way to share it out through Streamlabs, right? But I'll figure that out later.
There is one, but like you have to do it preemptively. So you might as well go to your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
And then just share the link.
Pin it to the side.
I see it.
Oh, that should say I'm live. Oh shit!
You was live the whole time, man. Ain't that a bitch?
I'm sure there's a way to share it out through.
You have it on Twitter. You see it, right?
It's on Twitter.
Do that share thing again.
Oh, you talking about that? Okay, I see what you're saying.
You share a video.
You talking about right
you share a video.
Yeah.
There is one. You share a video that goes directly to Twitter.
You can ride like a roller coaster if you wanna ride. Pause.
You already logged in or no?
Yeah, I'm logged in. I'm good. We Gucci. Shit, shout out. And like that, we gone. Damn, shit fucked up.
Are you gonna clean up the video when you done?
I may.
Like cut off. Huh?
I may edit it. It shouldn't be too hard.
See, you may edit it.
Pause.
I know that's an AO moment.
Hey, fucking yo. Okay, we end up, man. All of the technical bullshit's out the way. I hope everybody's heard. Universal mechanics for Guilty Gear Strive. First off, my brother, how you doing today, man? How you doing?
I am doing well, man. I am doing well. I've been waiting for this because my character is poop.
You know what?
You know,
your character does need a little love. He does. He does need a little love, bro. But I think you can be happy about a lot of these changes. I had a quick glimpse over a couple of them for my character, not any universal mechanics. So this is a first for me. Pause. But we're gonna get into it, bro. So first off, with the overall changes here, let's read through this here. Overall changes. We have revised the overall functions of projectile special moves, aerial attacks, and anti-airs. Some projectile special moves now have less recovery, making them easier to use in neutral. So, some projectile special moves now have less recovery, making them easier to use in neutral. Wow, so they buffed overall. All of the projectiles in the game got buffed. That includes your character's jumping projectile. But
the bag?
Yeah,
the love.
That move when he jumps up and throws the projectile, I believe that means that it got buffed because they buffed all projectile special moves.
Damn. So what about Kai, man? Oh Jesus,
he's gonna be dumb strong. That's the first character I thought of. Cause
that's a pain in the ass, man. He's already annoying.
So they trying to buff the zoners. It looks like that's kind of crazy.
So they don't want to touch Soul Bad Guy. That's basically what this means. That's the flagship.
He has a projectile. That's the crazy shit.
His body. That's what the projectile is. He can throw his body across the fucking stage.
He's a living flame projectile. That nigga's a living flame, dog.
Shit's annoying, yo. Can't stand him. All right.
So
right.
Projectiles.
His projectiles are slow though.
Aerial.
Oh, Millie too. Millie is crazy too.
Amelia, hell yes. Who else got a crazy ass projectile? First thing I think about is Kai. Your character has tons of projectiles. He does, but those projectiles they don't shoot across the screen. It's there's like, not traditional projectials in a straight line horizontal.
The shit is sprinkled throughout the environment. I've read what they said about my character. Because they were spawning mad like fucking fruits and bananas and shit like that. I'm like, yo, we have like 7 of them. Come on, dude.
You think they changed his algorithm?
They did. They said that the donut and the banana won't get spawned. It's a lower probability. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's dope.
Yeah.
So less healing items, more weapons. Okay, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna see what's up with that. In accordance with the buff to projectiles, we have also increased the benefit gained from landing. Oh, I might have missed something earlier. Nope, we've also increased the benefit gained from landing aerial attacks. What does that mean? So jumping in, they're gonna give you more benefits from landing aerial attacks. Many characters now can deal more damage than before on counter hit.
This is my question. because I still, for some reason, it keeps losing me. So I may have to repeat it after you tell me.
No problem.
What is a count? What's up with the counter hit?
So you know what a counter hit is, right? We talked about what the counter is. Counter is normally if you hit a character during their startup frames. Recovered. Yeah. So
if you beat their move out.
Right. If you beat that move, you were quicker to the punch. That would be a counter. So if I press the button and say the button you pressed was a little slower, my button would land before yours, and they punish you for using a slower button or
so you get no benefit from it.
The person who's getting hit is getting penalized for pressing the button.
Penalized in terms of the person that's getting hit, are they going to deal any damage?
So the person getting hit is going to get bumped. They're going to get hurt even more.
But are they going to deal damage though?
They're not going to deal any damage to the person.
Oh, that's possible. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So whoever's getting countered on hit, they're the one receiving the penalty.
Okay. So counter means that you basically beat them to the punch.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Cool. So I'm saying that out loud so I can remember it. All right.
No, it's all good. Let's see. Many characters damage a counter hit. Okay. So many characters can now deal more damage than before on counter hit. So they've made it easier to capitalize on counter hits. It sounds like. By increasing the number of moves that can be canceled into air dashes. Ooh.
Say that one more time.
They've increased the number of moves that can be canceled into air dashes. Now you remember let's keep this in mind. Let's pin this to the side. Pause. PlayStation 5 exclusive. Let's pin this to the side, bro.
Boy.
Nah, but let's put this to the side. Remember they was talking about they're gonna make the game more fun, and we were talking about.
I was literally thinking that, and when they mean by fun, because I was calculating everything, they mean they're making the game easier to execute. That's when I'm thinking about all the notes. I'm like, all this shit is easier. They're widening the buffers.
Yep. Eddie, what up, bro? What's good with you, man? Sorry I didn't see you earlier, man. I don't know if you're still here, but what up? Welcome to the chat, bro. We're just going over these patch notes, man. Thank you for coming through. But yeah, they look like I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We just started, you know what I'm saying? What you think so far, bro? What it sounding like to you?
I know it's gonna piss you off, making the game easier. But I think your issue is it's to the execution. It's how many moves, not necessarily execution. You can correct me if I'm wrong on this one.
No,
that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like it is.
I feel like them saying the ease of doing something is more just them opening things up, which I wanted them to do. I wanted them to have more options for combos. So it's looking good so far. Let's see. Anti-air attacks have also been buffed, in particular by increasing the reward gained from a counter hit. Forward punch. So you know about we talked about the universal anti-air, which is forward and punch in Guilty Gear Strive. So making it easier to include special moves. Oh, so what is? So they did what they did it. They fucking did it, G.
So explain.
All right. So I told you I was looking at Mr. Potemkin's buffs, right? I thought it was just his buff, but it's actually a universal buff for the whole cast. You can now do forward punch, your anti-air, your generic anti-air that every character has. You can
what is mine?
That's Faust's move where he does this. And he hits,
okay.
Yeah. that where that animation where you like, bam, and he smack you out the air.
That shit. Get your ass out the sky, yo. Get out the sky. You're up there too long.
Yeah, the shit when he smack you out.
All right, so what does it do?
So now you're able to cancel that movement into a special.
So if I land a hit, then I can go into what kind of special?
Any of your specials.
What's the special? The drive?
Your projectile into the air, your mix, all of those are specials.
So bat mix.
You could do mix, or you could the potential is limitless. As long as your character has a special move, it should cancel. As long as that move is special, normal cancelable, you should be able to go into it.
Oh. Now that I'm not a big fighting game person, but I know my shit. I'm a logical person, and what this means to me is that they will allow. It's going to these changes so far. This little piece here looks like is adding allowing you to do pressure, a lot more pressure.
Mm-hmm. They're rewarding you for landing landing anti-airs now. So
Now,
because
don't now.
mm-hmm.
I will say this: I have to jump ahead real quick,
Mm-hmm.
right? They said that they increased the hitbox for your burst as well.
Where you saw that at?
It'll get you. We get there.
Oh, so you went ahead. All right.
No, I bet before you called me.
Okay. We're gonna
I told you when I woke up, I was like, "What is this?"
I see you. I see what's going on here. Okay. That man, he's a little far ahead. Okay, so we'll speed through this. We'll quickly glance over so I can catch up to you. So we talked about the anti-air. Okay, so anti-airs, the generic anti-air that everybody has, forward and punch, is now special countable, which I thought should have been in the game from the get-go. I'm happy they made that buff. That's a good buff.
I think what you were saying is there was no options for air attacks, anti-airs.
It's just like the anti-airs. After you did the anti-air, the only thing you could do really was to follow up would have been a you could get Oki, which means that you could continue applying pressure to the character after they wake up, or you could Roman cancel it, but it's expensive. You that's half of your bar just because you landed an
Projectile,
anti-air.
and they made burst out of this shit too. So like,
it's hard to anti-air in this game, really, like because some of the characters got really quick dashes. You could just double dash. It's just some of the characters dash in real quick, and you got to land it. You got to be on point. So they should reward you for that. For when you got the shotgun gun and you see that, yeah, motherfucker, I caught you jumping. You should be able to do a combo on that motherfucker.
You know how good I am with that shit, yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been doing awesome with the anti-airs, dog. You've been clocking niggas and think they nice.
That was the first thing I learned, but everything else is shit. But go on, right?
That's what's up. Anti-air attacks also have been buffed. In particular, increased reward gains. All right, we talked about that. It was our intent to remove the disparity between characters when it came to their options after forward and punch. Yep, some characters did have more options after forward and punch.
Was their intention? Read that again. It was their intention to remove.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
it was our intention to remove.
They want to make
disparity.
They want to even the playing field, basically.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
With that change, they're saying that they want to even the playing field because some characters has the ability to do everything they want. So, all right, okay.
So bad guy. Here we say we have revised the startup of the fastest normals. We have revised the startup of the fastest normal moves. Characters whose fastest moves.
By the way, if you didn't say this before, these are across the board changes.
Right, these
for
are
everybody.
These are the
changes.
universal
This is not for characters.
Indeed. Okay, so they've revised the startup for the fastest normal moves. Characters whose fastest moves had more startup than others now have faster startup. Okay. Wow. Now have faster startup on P attacks. So they gave a universal buff to the characters with the slow fast moves, which would be punch and kick.
My slaps, right?
Yeah, so the little the
standing normals.
Yeah, so everyone's that's weird. Why would they do that? Some characters should have faster ones, depending on their damage output. Characters
read that again.
Startup. Characters whose fastest moves had more startup than others now have faster startup. So they buffed all the characters with the slow.
Oh,
punches.
So everybody that's slow with their shit is faster.
Ooh,
but who though?
Buff all the slow characters.
But who do you know that's slow?
Besides Potemkin, that's a good question.
Because even my character ain't that slow. I would say he's in the middle.
He's slow compared to the rest of the cast. Although his standing slap isn't that slow, but it is. Slow.
That's what I'm saying.
In comparison to Chip, like Chip's shit, he has rapid fire punches. You know what I'm saying? Some of those faster characters. So
he don't have frames between his punches. As fast as you hit the button,
he could turbo chain his shit. He turbo chain his. That shit don't take no timing. Okay,
I'm learning. The reason why I'm quiet and kind of serious Sam right now is because I'm still learning this shit. Like I'm trying to break it down as well in my head.
Stop me anytime you have any questions. You know what I'm saying?
You know me.
These are a lot of patch notes, so I don't think we're gonna get this shit done tonight. But that's cool. We're gonna go over what we can. You know what I'm saying? Input buffer. So we talked about everyone has faster. Hold up, I think I missed something. We revised the fastest normal moves. Characters whose fastest moves have been startup. at more startup than others have faster startup. For example,
So that's what we just.
they have an example.
Where's this example?
Although it varies, this generally makes it so that the characters can counter throws on wake up as a general rule. Okay, that's great. So, is that great? Can counter throws on wake up. Okay, that's great. So this means, okay, so you remember that the thing that used to happen, or it still happens because they haven't patched it yet. But you know when you generally have somebody on the floor, and say I have Potemkin, right? And somebody knocked me down, but they over my body, and as soon as I wake up, I throw them. Even though they're on advantage, I'm still able to throw them every time.
You can slap them real quick to stop them from.
You can stop that. You can stop the person who's waking up.
Which is going to make the game harder for me to platinum.
Well,
so I gotta earn it. You earned yours, but the guy that we were talking to on Twitter, he picked so bad guy to beat the character, beat the game. So
yeah, but I didn't want to say that. He did it though. He did it. That's all.
You gonna say? He said what I do. I was like, bro. You mean what you do? What you mean what you do? You knew he's the worst character. Anyway, go on, please.
He thought all that nigga thunder, bro. You don't get no props.
I did, yo.
That's cool.
I said that's cool. I was like, that's nice.
So they gave an option to stop the wake up the wake up throw, which is cool.
Okay.
Input buffer. Okay, this is the next buff here. By increasing the time window for input buffering, it has become easier to act on the earliest possible frame. By increasing the time window for input buffering, it has become easier to act on the earliest buffering. So they increased the time window for input buffering. Okay, so what this is for DPs, which are dragon punches. Characters, generally in Guilty Gear Strive, it's really hard to do reversals with a dragon punch. The timing is very weird.
So reversal.
It would be okay. So you know if I knock you down, right? I have Oki, which we talked about which means that I have advantage on your wake up. That's mean your wake up would be you getting off of the floor. So in most games, if you have an invincible DP or dragon punch or uppercut, you would have invincible frames. Most characters would have some type of invincible frames on that, right? But this game, they don't let you do a wake up DP, which is a term for you waking up off the floor and you say, you know, I'm gonna
you just popping it basically.
Yeah, you basically just like fuck it, I'm gonna do it because I know he about to apply pressure. So that mind game isn't there. A lot of people have a hard time doing it because in this game, the input window is very small. So they increased the input buffer for that. So you could do it. You don't have to. They're giving you more of a window to input that command. It's not such a tight window to where you have to like be very precise at it. So it's an even bigger window for it. So you're gonna see a lot more wake up DP from So Bad Guy and Kaikisuke. On God. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna you get counter from that, right? From when they miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From DPs, yeah.
And they actually buffed the anti-airs too, so that's a good thing. So I think that's a good buff, a balance.
Yeah, it looks like there's more options.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Because there was a problem. I mean, even when I was playing Soul in the beginning, I was playing a DP character. I think it was Soul, just to play around and learn the game. It's really hard to do a wake up DP. I don't know why they fucked up the window like that, but that's cool.
They allowed you to queue the DP input.
Yeah.
When you're on the ground, so you just queue it.
They widened the window for the input. Is essentially what they did. So you got
like
more time.
They addressed some glitches too with the input as well. From what I was reading.
Oh, nice.
Some of the inputs was like it behaved weird, which I noticed too. But go on. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
No, you good.
Cut your shit up.
You good, bro.
Because I feel like anybody that plays Guilty Gear Strive or is just getting into it, this is going to be kind of crucial to explain this stuff in relation to the game.
The next section here talks about startup for mix-up moves. Let's see here.
What's a mix-up?
So a mix-up would essentially be remember we talk about a mix-up. It would be you adding pressure to your opponent and making it ambiguous. So basically, you making them guess is a mix-up. You have more than one option to keep applying your pressure to them, and they have to guess: is he going to throw? Is he going to throw a normal? Is he going to be in the front of me or is he going to be in the back of me? That would be a mix-up.
Okay.
Because they have to guess. So, yeah, so that would be a mix-up. And it's intentional. So, normally when somebody has a mix-up, they know what the options are, and the other person, it's their job to know what the fuck they're going to choose. That would be the mix-up.
So, I'm gonna call this cross-up. When you cross up somebody. Yeah. That to me, that's what it reminds me of in basketball, if you don't know.
Yeah, cross-up would be a mix-up. Like, damn, I didn't think he was going to go that way. And he went that way. You fuck your ankles all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Counter. Counter.
Counter.
Yeah, that would be it, bro. So let's see what's in the description here. We think the overheads in this game as falling into two categories. Overheads that are difficult to react to. For example, standing dust attacks, and overheads that are easy reacted to unless taken by surprise. For example, fully charged dust attacks. Got you.
Yeah.
We have revised the startup frames for moves that fall in between these categories, which are various levels of difficult to react to, depending on the player and the environment.
AUS as fuck. But...
So they don't really tell you exactly what they did, but they're telling you that the overheads, besides the regular universal dust, they buffed them, which is it's really general. Maybe we have to play the game after the patch on Friday or Saturday and see what. Maybe we can find out what that means exactly. It's not very.
Got some Japanese nigga on the top of the high rise pushing his glasses up.
Gotta have the shine.
All right.
Throws. Okay, what they do to throws? We have extended the time window for throw clashes. Oh, okay. So, all right. So you know when you throw somebody, right? And you have a throw counter, which means, okay, I know that you're trying to throw me, and I break your throw because I read it.
Right.
They've increased the window for that because it's very hard in Guilty Gear Strive to counter a throw. You got to be on point. You basically have to guess beforehand that they're doing it and then press it. Because if you press it on reaction, it doesn't work in this game.
It's real rare to see just like aerial throw, right?
Yeah.
So you don't see it happen a lot.
I don't think you could. Can you break aerial throws? That's a good question. I don't know if you can break aerial throws. I haven't seen it.
I don't even know if a burst would do that.
You can break a regular throw with throw, but I don't know. I haven't seen an aerial throw get that. That'd be cool. I wonder if they got that. That'd be cool as hell.
So read that again.
We have extended the time window for throw clashes. The throw clash would be the counter to throw. So you throw in their throw.
So how would that look like?
You'll see it like a throw break. You've seen it before, where you try to throw someone. If I try to throw you and then you read that I'm throwing you, you press the throw button at the same time, then it would break. You'll see like something like it almost looks like a burst. You'll see like a little blast.
Oh, it's like in Tekken when you get off me.
Yeah, basically it's the same thing. Exactly.
So it's a get off me. So you've been playing fighting games for so long, yo.
Yeah.
I got to put all this in my head.
Yes, it's
and relate it something. So it's a get off me.
What's the word? It's an easy word for it. It's a throw. The word's not coming to me right now, but yeah, it's basically it's your counter to a throw. It's exactly what it is. Throw counter. So you're breaking their throw is basically what you're doing. If they
grab you, you can break out of it with a throw.
Exactly.
And they extend the window for which you can do that because it's apparently a split second.
It was too small before, and people were complaining about it. So that's cool.
Okay.
That's a good buff.
So now we know what they mean by fun. This is they're making it the execution easier.
I think some people would believe that they should just leave it, but you know what I'm saying? Just leave it. We have extended the time window previously. Okay. As there were times when a clash would not occur even when the player successfully predicted it. As we're talking, people were complaining that the window was too small even though they predicted the throw. The throws would be obvious at times, and you would throw it. You're like, hold up, it didn't break the throw. That happened to me on plenty of occasions. And I know my throw clash is on point.
I just chucked it up as lag. Maybe some kind of lag thing. That you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you'd be like, well, fuck that rollback.
Yeah, man, they got good rollback. It's just that they goofed it. They goofed it. They know they goofed it. That's why we're getting all these goodies now. I'm happy that they made the changes.
This is a meaty ass patch.
Pause.
Hey, fuck you!
Hey, yo! This change makes it easier to counter opponents' throws with your own. Okay, that's cool, man. It also now is possible to Roman cancel at any point during the animation of a throw. At any point. Ooh.
So if you realize something's wrong, you get bail out.
Well, when you Roman cancel in the throw is usually because you want to do a certain combo or you want a certain setup. So instead of just getting the damage on it, you probably could toss him in the air, Roman cancel, and then you could set him up maybe for a cross up or something. There's going to be some nice possibilities. Excluding overdrive.
Throw them while they in midair falling. You can just be like, break all of that shit and just beat the show.
So as it stands right now, the only way that you can cancel a throw animation with Roman cancel is after you do the initial hit.
The whole animation.
Yeah, right at the end, basically, is the only time that you could do it. Now you can cancel that at any point. That's
they want this game to be a certain way, and it's evident to me. And they're doubling down on the way that this game is, which I appreciate.
Oh, it's possible to Roman cancel after an unsuccessful throw to cover up for the whiff recovery. All right, so after the throw clash, right? When the characters go,
I know what that is.
You broke my throw. You broke my shit.
When you be like, psych, bitch.
That it's gonna be some crazy mind games with this shit, bro. So
you have to have the meter, and I knew at the start of the game they want that Roman they want that tension meter. They want you to use Roman cancel. I told you before, didn't I tell you?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see.
They want people to use Roman cancel more. And they're giving you more options in conjunction with Roman cancel or using Roman cancel. You have a lot of options.
They're giving us a lot more.
Not just a basic ass extending of a combo.
Yep. So now you can. That's going to be crazy. So even after say you read my throw and you do a throw clash where you cancel my throw animation, I can cancel the recovery frames on that animation and still go in for more pressure. If I have,
so if you fuck up, you ain't left open so long as you have Roman cancel.
If you got Roman cancel, you good. The same thing for the person
who's on defense. You can stop that. That's how I was thinking the game was going to be anyway. Now I cannot apply this to actual game action.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I can analyze the situation easy, but execution, I don't know. Like, I'd be losing too much, man. Whatever. All right, cool. Yeah, I knew that's the type of game that they wanted. They wanted you to. I said this at the initial. You was like, man, like, I'm like, yo, they want you to use that Roman cancel. They leave them alone. That's their vision.
Nah, and you know what? I think I saw a glimpse of something. I'm hoping it's true. I think there's something about more Gatling routes, which is what I was asking. Remember I was telling you about that?
What is that? What is that?
You remember I was saying you need to be able to do more combos from certain moves? I'm hoping they added that because I think I saw something that mentioned it, but I was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna go too deep in it. I'm gonna go stream it.
What do you mean? You mean like different mix-ups? You mean like different mix-ups?
We getting ahead. But I think combo routes. We're talking about combo routes, just combos. The ability to say combo from Faultless slaps. We're gonna call those slaps since he has the mix. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're gonna hopefully that's what they did. I'm hoping that's what they did. I think that's it for the throws. Blah 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 blah. It is now also possible to Roman cancel at any point. Okay, we read that. It's possible to Roman cancel after any unsuccessful throw to cover up a whiff recovery. This change makes it possible to spend meter on Roman cancel after successful throw as well. That's cool. Base damage scaling of special moves. Although this varies between characters, we have increased base damage scaling on strong offense. Strong offensive.
So you can do longer combos.
Ooh. Although this varies between characters, we have increased base damage scaling on strong offensive special moves and combo starter moves. So if they increase the base damage scaling, is that more damage or is that less damage? The base damage scaling.
It would have to be. It seems like that sounds like less,
that sounds like everyone's doing less damage, right? If they increase the base damage scaling,
To me, it sounds like longer combos.
Well, the scaling would just be the amount of damage.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It means to me, it translates to longer combos because if you can keep somebody suspended in the air or beaten up, that means they can't have a lot of damage per move within that combo, which means that it's less damage over time, which means it's a longer combo. That's what it reads to me as.
Offensive special move.
And so it's less damage. We have increased. Go back.
Okay.
More to the right. We have increased base. No, they said increase. That means that you can whoop somebody's ass quicker.
So yeah, the increase in base damage scaling, since I see that it says on combo starter moves and strong offensive special moves, they've increased the amount of damage that you do on a person if you start off with offensive special moves and combo starters. So they actually buffed the damage, which is weird.
That helped Faust's shit because I realized because Faust doesn't have a lot of combo potential.
His combos.
So whatever.
Playing from him yesterday, he gets damage. He gets opportunities to start combos from his specials on reaction. So if you react to, say, the puppet going in, and you can capitalize from that. So that means that his damage potential has gone up because most of his moves do multiple hits. If it's like a puppet on the floor. You said
combo starters. What else is a combo starter? It's not slaps.
Nah. So the combo starter in this case, what they're talking about would be the special move, which would be mix, and to say you did a mix, and then you did a Roman Council. You would have more damage because you started from that move. Although even the Roman Council would scale it some more. But that would be a starter.
But they're saying that if it's successful and nice, then okay.
His stab with the scalpel from across the screen.
Oh Jesus Christ! You probably.
Oh, that's gonna be nasty damage now.
That's probably gonna be like you gonna be left with 30% health if you successfully do shit.
He probably gonna take half your bar with that shit now.
Well, he can already take like what is it, 35, 40%?
It's like 30% clean, easy 30%.
Initially I told you about the heart thing.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what the heart thing is like, if you're towards 100% health, it'll get you quicker to halfway health. But once you hit the halfway point, it takes more damage to bring it down the rest of the way.
Yeah. They have that in a lot of games. You'll see.
They call it heart in here, and every character is different. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get through this.
Let's see. Base damage scaling and special moves. Characters have increased the damage scaling. Okay. Although this varies between characters, we read it already. Faultless Defense. Previously, Faultless Defense had somewhat of a longer block stun than standard blocking. However, as it is not rewarding enough overall to spend tension gauge on, the block stun has been changed to match standard blocking.
What is Faultless Defense?
Faultless Defense would be the bubble, I believe. Standard
okay.
Blocking. Previously, Faultless Defense had somewhat longer block stun than standard blocking. However,
what is block stun?
Block stun is it's the period of time where you can't move because I just attacked you.
Okay.
It's basically the recoil from you blocking a hit.
So they're
that's where you like, oh, why am I block locked? You what's that term you be using? Something locked? Stun locked?
Stun lock.
Yeah, that's basically what stun lock is. It's block stun.
But you're stuck in block though.
Yeah, you can't move after because I just hit you and your character's just taking the recoil from the hit, even though you didn't take full damage or any damage from it. You're still in stun because I just hit you. And those, that stun varies depending on the move and the character, of course.
But they say, however, it has been it has not been rewarded enough to spend tension gauge on it. So basically, people were using regular. They've been using regular block instead of the Faultless Defense because it wasn't advantageous for them.
Yep. So they buffed the Faultless Defense. It was kind of weird. Like the Faultless Defense, it didn't feel rewarding. It didn't drain the.
It was good for chip damage. Really,
yeah, that's the only real thing that you would use it. But it had regulars. The stun, the block stun was increased almost. It was worse than regular blocking, so you couldn't really react. You only use it just for defense. Now you could use it to block regularly, and they just made it better overall. You got better recovery, so that's good. For certain moves that don't cause significant knockback on blocks, Faultless Defense wouldn't open up much distance between the player and the opponent.
Oh, because when you're attacking, it pushes you away. So now they're saying there's more pushing away?
It looks like that's what they did. There is now a minimum amount of distance that will be created when using Faultless Defense. So they increased the overall distance spread from taking a hit while you're in faultless defense. That's good.
It seemed like because it's a trade. It's a trade because they said when I was doing practice, that's what it was supposed. That's what its original function was supposed to be. To push you back.
But I think they felt like it wasn't enough, so they increased it.
It wasn't.
Yeah, especially against Soul bad guy. But Soul didn't give a fuck about that shit. And he would eat it up. He was like, he'd love it. He was like, yeah, do it. I don't care. You waste a meter. That's why even when I'm playing you against with Ramathal, I know I do that move, right? And you're like, man, what you doing? I'm gonna block that shit, right? But I do it because I know what you were doing.
I know you was like, I don't want that mix. I mean, I don't want that fucking. What is this?
I said, I don't want him to have none of that meter, bro. Like, yeah,
no, I already knew about it.
You either gonna take the chip or you gonna waste your meter, and I love you wasting both. It don't matter. Oh shit, I fucked up the. There we go. But yeah, that's what's up. Is that the end of the notes? Oh, we got through universal changes one.
It's an error. It's move to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I saw an arrow at the bottom of this. What's that arrow?
I believe that's to the next universal changes. So this is part 1. I think we're going on to part 2, perhaps. Let's see. Yep, this is part 2, I believe. All
right, so this is like a breakdown of what's going on. So this is like a simplified version.
Oh, it looks like it's given like a big ass. It's given the details of the changes, like look maybe numbers and let's see, input buffer.
Since we explained everything, buffering. Then you could just go through this.
Yeah. So let's see. Input time, buffering, buffering, blah 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 blah. Throw types. Psych Burst, expand hitboxes. Oh, okay. So let's see. I'll just name the things that stick out to me here.
Increased time window for input buffering. We did that. Throws, increased time.
Roman cancels. Remove the slowdown. What does that mean? Remove the slowdown adjustment caused by red and purple Roman cancels. And now possible to Roman cancel during a jump animation. Red Roman cancels will no longer activate during movement such as dash or backdash. They
don't want you to be defensive, period. That's what it looked like to me. So if you're going to jump into somebody, you can Roman cancel and start some sort of combo. They just don't want you backing up and Roman canceling so you can back up some more.
I wonder what effect that's going to have, man. That sounds cool, though. We'll see how it goes. Overdrives no longer negate slowdown on activation. Activating Roman cancel during an overdrive now causes slowdown. Activating Roman cancel during an overdrive now causes slowdown. Wow.
What's that mean?
So, you know that slowdown effect? You ever got into the slowdown effect?
The music slows down.
Not the music. The music.
No, I'm saying like everything slows down for maybe about like a half of a second.
Yeah, so they've added
when he says counter, it's like, and it's just speeds up again. Is that what you're talking about?
When you do your overdrive now, yeah, that's that time period where it just slows down. Everything slows down. And you're like, it normally happens from like purple Roman cancels, I see. They've added that slowdown effect after you do your overdrive. So even if you don't land overdrive, that's gonna be crazy. So that's gonna open up the opportunity for mix-ups.
So wait, overdrive no longer negates slow jam. So okay, so it's gonna slow down an overdrive is what it's saying, right?
You're gonna be able to use slowdown during overdrives. Possibly on both sides, defense and offense. That's what it looks like.
That's still going to favor offense, though.
I think so. Especially
all the move that they were saying looks like it favors offense. Everything that they're saying.
So you know that proton cannon move with Ramathal, right? When I be trying to go in and mix you up, it's gonna add slowdown to that. That's gonna be crazy, bruh. Can you imagine that? You can't press nothing during that period.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, when you did that slowdown.
Mm-hmm.
They also buffed the Faultless Defense, so like, this looks very thoughtful. What they thought about this shit.
I wonder if that's gonna actually work because she's not connected to the move if you use the overdrive. So I wonder if it's gonna push you back.
The whole game slows down, right?
Just the person who didn't use the Roman cancel. So the person the person who did the Roman cancel doesn't get slowed down by the slowdown. Their regular speed. Everything else gets slowed down.
Yeah. So, and by your definition, yeah,
that's gonna.
You will. She will slow down everything.
Ooh. Let's see. Homing jump.
It is no longer possible to activate Roman cancel during a dust attack follow up.
Adjusted
So
division with
that's
dust attack follow up effect. Why they do that? That was fun. You know what type of fun combos I used to do with Potemkin up in there? They did this long ass dumb combo, dog. It was unoptimized, but it was so cool. Why would they do that? All right, I guess. I think
it
they
is
did that
no
because
longer
of so
possible
bad
to
guy,
activate a
bro.
Roman cancel during the dust attack. Adjusted the visual dust attack follow up effect. So something's going to show where it's going to be visible clearly that it's happening.
You're not gonna be able to do Roman cancel combos during the that slap up, then the follow up, that home run attack. You're not gonna be able to Roman cancel the combo anymore.
Home and attack.
You know the move that you never use, the one where you knock them up in the air and then you get the free combo up in the air unless they burst.
Which one?
The one you use dust, you hold dust down and you knock them up in the air and then they follow you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't Roman cancel the combo up in the air anymore. You used to be able to do that. Home and attack is no longer possible to activate Roman cancel. Okay, we read that. Wall stick. Fix the bug where the character's position would change when it's stuck on the wall under a certain condition. I didn't know about that bug.
Rare.
There's a wall break fix or bug that was fixed. Fix a bug where the wall break value would be reset after the animation when a wall break occurs under certain conditions. Oh, that's why. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Certain characters was like, yo, it's easy as shit for them to wall break you, and I couldn't figure it out.
No, you know what I think this means? All right, so there's some shit I've seen in tournaments, right, where players have been taken advantage of, and I've seen it a lot with So Bad Guy. They don't want to break the wall because they want to continue the combo, right? So they'll stop during the period, and then they'll continue to hit you, and you'll still be on the wall. So rather than breaking the wall and then just getting that set amount of damage, they'll stop a period, and then they're able to hit you some more before breaking the wall. And I think that was a bug. I didn't know that was a bug. I just thought it was a part of the thing. But from what they're saying, it looks like it was a bug. So let me see. Let me read it again. Just put some context to it. Wall break. Fix the bug where the wall break value would not be reset.
It sounds like it's like
would not be reset.
Yes.
After the animation,
so it seems like some characters, it's easier to break through a wall and give them that advantage because it wasn't resetting the values.
Yeah, so the
you ever notice that some characters
stay even though it was supposed to be reset at some point?
Because they'll just give it to somebody quick, like they'll just blast through the fucking wall, and you're like, what the fuck? And some characters, because of that time window that they use for the wall value, is a certain speed. Like I think slow characters, you can't do it. It's probably relating to chip.
Let's see how that goes. So they just fixed the bug essentially, which is good. We don't want no bugs. Psych Burst expanded the hitbox. Is the Psych Burst okay? So I think you'll like that. You remember when you were complaining about your burst not your burst not hitting? Why is he
add that red ass fucking what do you call it? That red ass fucking lens flare, yo. When I seen that shit on my eye, yo.
Nah. Okay, so they increased it. I guess. Like, why would they do that? I don't know. I thought it was okay.
Well, guys, it's supposed to work. You like, well, you see the hitbox, your leg wasn't. I'm like, bitch, that shit was a whole circle.
I thought it was big enough though. I guess they increased the hitbox. I guess it's still punishable after the block, but I thought it was okay. I didn't have no complaints about bursts, but
no, because Ramethor's fucking swords is the size of a whole character. So
let me see. Clash projectiles. What's that? When two projectiles clash, the projectile with the lower clash level will now be erased. Oh, okay. So they've changed. There's no longer a projectile that just
you can't just spit any kind of projectile to cancel another. Is that what that means?
Not all projectiles are created equal. That's basically what they did. So some projectiles have more hit points on it, and they'll eat the other projectile and continue going on.
It wasn't like that before, so you could just throw something out.
Yeah, everybody could just throw a projectile and it would cancel it. So some projectiles have priority over it now.
So that means you gotta be more thoughtful about what you throwing out.
Most fighting games have that. I'm surprised they didn't have that before, but we'll see. I thought it was interesting in the beginning.
Trying to make the game simple, because they're like, what they're saying is like, damn, people still ain't using them fucking Roman cancels. They just like, I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like the game how it is, and I'm gonna stop playing it.
What?
What you reading?
Jumping hard slash. Jumping HS. This move now triggers the counter effect. Bruh, you're going to be able to start. Oh my god, that's going to be crazy. All right.
So what's that mean?
All right, so Faustus jumping hard slash. You know what that is, right? That's the one where he basically points the he jumps
The
in the
harpoon.
air. Yeah, and he points the scalpel in a horizontal position.
It's like you harpooning the motherfucker. Yeah.
It's like Javelin, right to the chest. That move is gonna be able to create a counter, and normally counters you can do a follow up with.
So what? Say that again.
So that's more combos off of You can.
So what is? Where are you reading that now?
Right here. Can I highlight?
Oh.
Right here. Jumping hard slash now creates a counter effect. Can now be jump canceled and air dash can't. Oh, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about. Bruh, you know this. Oh, man, that's so cool. They opening up the combos. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to be able to follow up on your counter for hard. So the hard slash is already the jumping hard slash is already a buff, right? Now you're going to be able to follow up after that and continue an air combo or continue a setup from that. Because you can change your positioning to get closer. Most of those moves they require. It has a lot of startup, right, or recovery. So you weren't able to follow up after. Say you jumped up and.
So when I do the javelin, then I'll be able to do, which is what this says. This says I'll be able to do the jump drive.
Reaching jump drive. I think you went ahead. Where we at?
Right there. I'm right under it. Added a Gatling route to, which is combo. I guess what they mean. To jump D.
Oh, they got a catlet. Oh, let's go.
So that's javelin. You bounce off the wall, then a needle.
Bro, that's crazy. Added Gatling route to that. So yeah, you can do a Gatling route into D into your dust now. That's basically they just added more combo potential.
So if because that's the thing that made the game hard because it was difficult.
Pause.
Hey, fuck it. That's the thing that made it difficult to understand because it was like in my head, why is it not working? It should, and it made me kind of nervous on what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, would it work? No. Okay. I guess I could have just tried it. So that's javelin. Bam! Right? It's gonna usually that move pushes the character far out, but if you're near a wall, it's gonna bounce you off the wall. So I should be able to do the needle, right?
You're not gonna have to worry about the bounce because it's gonna do counter, and they probably gonna spin in the air. That effect that they have after you counter. So rather than you pushing them away, it's gonna have a counter effect, and the counter effect is normally them spinning in the air.
Oh, so I don't need them to bounce off the wall.
You're gonna be able to follow up. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the bounce. You're gonna be able to forward dash.
I remember I couldn't do javelin and then drive. That didn't work.
Yeah, and you're gonna be able to do that now, or you're gonna be able to do say light kick drive, or dust. That's what we should be saying.
So let me take a look here. It says can now jump cancel, which I don't even be jump canceling like that, and then air dash cancel. So okay, my bad. I was reading something.
Jumping HS can now be jump canceled and air dash canceled. That is wonderful, bruh.
So this is all air combos that you were getting wet dreams about.
The combo potential. This is what I was talking about. And you know what the funny thing is? This seems like it's just amazing, right? But this is something that was in the previous game. They just basically bringing it back. This shit that we talking about here, you were able to do that in Exert. That's fantastic. Remember I was telling you that they don't have to make it like the other game, but they need to take some of these values and those things that they had in the other system and add it to this.
I was going to say this game is not the same as Excerpt because this game is slower.
Yeah, but it's good that they've added that in there because
but they should have. I guess they needed this. I guess they needed to see how this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? This because they needed a beta, a decent one for a long time to see where everybody stood. This game should have been delayed, but it's cool. It's out.
I think we were talking about that last night, wasn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. The game should have been delayed, but it's cool though. It is what it is.
Probably 6 months, and it needed a long beta.
Yeah, it needed. If they had another year, it would have been nice. But like, I guess just the pandemic fucked up everything. I hate to take it back to the pandemic, but it really did fuck up a lot of shit, bro.
Actually, you're right. A year, 6 months to get the balance, and then the other 6 months to fix the UI.
Oh, that UI.
By the way, I want to add that too. it'd be a lot easier to jump into matches.
Oh yes.
Because they fixed the delay in that one. You got like 8 people in this bitch.
We've been looking forward to that. Hey yo, thank you everybody for showing up, man. We're just going over these patch notes. Thanks for showing up. We're talking about the patch notes recently released by Arc System Works, Guilty Gear Strive. And it's looking really good so far, man. They've opened up a lot of combo potential. Overall for the cast, we're going over the general updates for the whole cast. So this is the engine and unwritten rules that you can't see in the game, but they're there. We're talking about that right now.
So if you ever played this game and realized that there was a lot of things, basically what this, from what I can gather, just to kind of like consolidate what we've discovered, is that they still want you to use meter. They still want you to use tension for a lot of the things. And cool, you can use meter, but they're giving you more incentive to use the meter. You'll be able to do along, but it's like a mixture between what you already played and Excerpt, the third Guilty Gear. That's what it looks like. There's a blend in between this because they're not intrinsically the same games. They're still this Strive is slower.
What up, my boy? What's good? What's good? Nelson Gaming, Emmanuel. What's good with y'all boys, man? Eddie, thank you for showing up, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, we're going over some Guilty Gear Strive, man. Josh lives in a fancy part of time. That's what's up, man. Thank y'all for showing up, man. We're just going over Guilty Gear Strive patch notes. This is going to go live on Friday.
It's nice. This is it.
Looking really good.
This is
a
it.
lot of the stuff we've been asking for is all here.
The only other thing that if this is what it is, the only thing that they need to do after this is live is just fix the UI. That's pretty much in the added training mode. A real one.
If
that's
that has
pretty
been
much
fixed
it
already. Did you see that already?
What?
Has it not been fixed? Do you have
what?
Did you see anything saying like signifying that it hasn't been changed, the UI and such? We'll get there.
It doesn't look like it was really anything major that was going to change how the interface works. But yeah, let's go.
What up, Jamal? What's up with y'all boys, man?
What's going on, chat?
Appreciate y'all boys for showing up, man. For sure. So we're gonna get back to these notes.
Good. This is gonna be good. Ooh.
Jumping D. Pause. Hey yo. If you're gonna say jumping dusk, I can't say jumping D. Pause. Jumping D. Oh god.
They said jump D. Jump the D.
Pause. Okay, so jump D. Pause. Yo. I was in the fatal spaces, so I didn't see you. It's all good, man. Thank you for showing up, bro. It's all good, Nelson. Let's see what we're going here. Jump D. This move now triggers a counter effect. This does not apply to Kai and Jacko. Oh, so their jump D. Pause. Their jump D is different from everyone else's. So I'm gonna explain that. So the jump D now triggers a counter effect. So not only does the jumping hard slash create a counter effect, you can now counter from using your dust attack in the air. What does
the counter effect do?
So in this game, when you counter somebody, it puts the other character in a stun effect where you can follow up attacks or get better positioning. You know what I'm saying? It's more hit stun. That's basically what countering does to opponent. So you create hit stun, which then allows you to do more of a follow up afterwards. So now that the reason that they don't allow Kai and Jacko to do it, if I remember correctly, Kai has something of a projectile type dust in the air, where it's like a short spark in his hand, in his palm. Jacko also has a projectile. Remember I was telling you about that little green fireball?
Oh, the shit that you were fucking abusing?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, you did.
I was abusing.
You were like, this shit's a projectile, so it wouldn't make sense for them.
I love it. Wait. I love it. Yeah, but that would have been extra broken if they allowed them to do it because it's a projectile. So I understand why they didn't allow them to get the counter. So, and it can now be jump canceled and air dash. That's what I'm talking about. Open up the combo potential, baby. We in there, bruh. Hey, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be fucking nasty. Niggas is gonna go home crying, bruh. Cause, bruh,
this is an aggressive game, yo.
This is gonna be so good.
Aggressive.
You know who doesn't benefit from any of this air combo shit? My boy Potemkin. But I'm okay though, cause they buffed the anti-airs. He has a combo route to anti-air that nobody has. So I'm happy about this shit. This is gonna be cool as fuck. I think a lot of people are gonna come back and start playing the game again. It's gonna be dope, bro. Let's go on.
Furry.
You had anything you wanted to say about the jumping pause, D?
No, jumping pause. It's called jumping pause.
Jumping pause.
No.
Called it jumping pause. Like, what the fuck you mean, jumping pause, nigga? Yeah, it's jumping pause.
Yeah, we can go to block. We can go to block. Okay,
all right, let's see what they did to block. Remove the increase the block stun caused upon successful faultless defense. Remove the increase the block stun caused upon successful faultless defense. So that's the bubble. So I guess there was an increase the block stun that caused by successful faultless defense. Okay, they removed it. That's a good thing. You shouldn't be penalized for using that. And
for using it's already a penalty. Like you already using up fucking meter.
A fuckload of meter. When you hold that the bubble, the faultless defense, it drains considerably fast. It's like ridiculous.
That should be like.
I thought it was too fast. Hopefully they slowed it down. It's like it's too much.
So after we go over the general ones, maybe we should touch on this is your channel. We can't touch on everybody's.
Let's go on our characters, the characters we play with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Nago, it needs to be going over for sure.
And we got to touch on your boy, So Bad Guy.
Hey, fuck it,
So fucking Bad Guy. He's the first one. We got to see how they. I'm so happy.
I looked at it. The patch notes was real small for him, but I was real? Like.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a lot of patch notes, a lot of nerfs.
No, it wasn't there. Guard crush.
So this company is releasing unfinished games, and this is who PlayStation is rumored to buy. Hey man, I don't know, man. Like with fighting games, a lot of the fighting games they've turned to like not to. Hey, what up, my dude? What's good with you, G? What up, Ken? Hey, fucking yo! What's good with you, bro? What's up with you, fam?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Hey, look at you, man. Nah, you can't do it like me.
Yeah!
Did you get my package?
Pause.
Hey, fucking yo!
Pause, nigga. Did you get the package?
I saw you guys in here. I figured I'd jump in and grace you with my presence real quick.
Appreciate you, G.
Get his ass out of here.
Yeah, appreciate you, fam. We're just going over the patch notes from Guilty Gear Strive, man. It's a significant patch. It's a big patch overall for the whole cast and the universal systems for the game.
This is one of the things that and Emmanuel, I did see what he said before. So he was like, what did he say again?
Yeah, he's saying that so this company is releasing unfinished games. And this is
that's live streaming right now.
And this is the PlayStation is
this is
PlayStation is rumored to buy.
Oh, okay.
So no, but the thing is, the pandemic, just like your Halo, has caused some issues with development. You should you should be familiar with the pandemic and how it affect development. You know, this is the same situation. But if you want to continue, please.
My dog Emmanuel, he be going in.
That's cool.
He was looking for an opportunity to shoot a punch at PlayStation. It's all good. I see you, Emmanuel. That's my nigga. He a bot, but he cool as fuck.
I know, not tonight though. I'm aware of who he is, even though he don't know me, but I've seen him.
Oh, okay.
Not tonight though. Not this game.
His reputation precedes him around these parts. You know what I'm saying? What's good with my dog, Emmanuel? Jamal. I don't know what they did to your character, man, but I'm happy they did it.
No, we gonna get into Jamal. We're gonna get into fucking So Bad Guy. I didn't see a lot of patch notes. I ain't even gonna lie for him.
Yeah.
So they may not have changed them.
We're gonna see what's good. Oh, so we just finished blocked, right?
Characters no longer no.
Okay, so successful faultless defense now causes a set amount of knockback. Okay, we talked about that before. Even when the return knockback is overwritten by a projectile, a set amount of knockback will now remain. Okay.
So what does that mean? So
projectiles aren't going to push the character back, the person who shoots it, right? But that is not going to negate the effect for the next move. So their next move is still going to push them back. So even though the fireball doesn't negates the effect of knockback, you're going to get knocked back on the next hit, the follow up hit, as long as you're still holding it.
So this is a pressure thing then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Characters no longer enter blocking stance before projectile makes contact. Oh, okay. So throwing fireballs in certain games would do something what's called a proximity guard, and you'll see it in Street Fighter 2. A lot of Street Fighter games. Even though you're walking back, right, and I hit punch, and then your character goes into a block stance because you're close enough to me, and people would use that as a tactic to keep you from moving your position.
You mean like it stuns you?
It would stun you in some.
So you're like,
so it's basically it's a tactic someone would throw out the normal because they know that it will stop you from moving because they want to stop you from getting a certain position. So
no longer enters a blocking before.
Mm-hmm. So that proximity, you no longer get proximity guard from projectiles. It sounds like
this all sounds like hieroglyphics to me.
Hieroglyphics.
It's called learn, youngin.
Yeah, so proximity guard would be exactly as it sounds. Like in a certain proximity, that character would trigger a guard or a defensive stance.
But why before projectile contact?
That the projectile, I don't know why they had the rule in the first place, but what that would do would make the character block before the actual fireball landed contact. So they removed that to allow
the animation. It will make the animation do like a blocking animation.
Right. So that'll no longer stun your character from moving or moving around. You'll be able to move around a lot more freely when someone's throwing fireballs on the screen.
So it will lock them into a block stun.
Right. Yeah. So that won't happen anymore, which is good because they buffed all the projectiles in the game. So they had to do that. That's cool. Added the difference in position height with the opponent to the conditions for entering a blocking stance before an opponent's attack. Whoa, let me read that again. Whoa! Added the difference in position height with the opponent to the conditions for entering a block stance. I ain't even gonna try to understand what the fuck they were trying to write there. Did you get anything from that?
Added the difference in position height with the opponent to the conditions for entering a blocking stance before the opponent attack. So it seems like this seems like a hitbox situation where there's no, how can I put this? So they say added the difference in position of height. So it looks like it wasn't able to differentiate where the character was when you did like a so for opponent attack, it has something to do with you being attacked and where you're blocking. It looks like.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Added the difference.
Certain blocks.
They could wrote that a little better, for sure.
I know, right? That's what makes this shit weird. Certain blocks, you were kind of stuck in the like. To me, that's what I'm interpreting. You were kind of stuck in a position that you couldn't duck immediately because you were kind of stun locked into that upper block or crouching block or whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like it's saying to me. So like you don't get stun locked between like it looks like you can just quickly duck or quickly stand up. Mankind knew they could not patch the game, so instead of this dude with this quote, this in-game quote, they should say that too.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the pandemic on God. Oh God.
that shit is kind of low key posty. Yo. I ain't gonna hold you. Yo. They should really have that in the game. They should have it in the game.
That shit was fire.
They should just remove that shit.
That shit was fire.
They should remove the original when they be like, mankind knew. They should just put that one.
Yeah, I think some of these changes really make a difference in the gameplay.
So basically, back when Street Fighter 2 created fighting games altogether, it was kind of like you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to do because it was new. But then when they started making more fighting games and people started to kind of like copy it, you had to balance the game because it was back in the day, it was extra rock, paper, scissors. You know what I'm saying? But certain characters move faster or whatever the case is. So at that point, they started adding rules to the game to balance the characters. And these are unspoken rules. And over decades, this is what this is. These are all a lot of unspoken rules and different systems that different fighting games have to differentiate itself. Mm-hmm. So essentially, they are opening up the possibility to do more actions within the fighting, within your matches, because they was like this unspoken rule prevented you from doing this particular move because it would make this particular thing broken. But this game that kind of opens up.
Botting.
Who, me?
You good now? You good? He said that. Nah.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you straight, bro.
Good, man.
But to piggyback on what you were saying, pause. A lot of these don't get intimidated. A lot of these things are explained in the training mode of this game. It has a pretty good training mode. It's not the best, but it is one of the better ones.
It's pretty. If you're some sort of intelligence, then you can kind of understand what it is. It's just a lot of unspoken rules, because it's a balancing act. It makes the game balanced. So in this particular case, like I said before, they kind of limit this. In particular, this game was limited because of like certain characters were faster or slower. The more characters you have, the harder it is to balance. So certain characters were slower, so they were like, you can't do this move because if you did this move, it would be too broke or too weak or whatever the case is. Now they're giving you a lot of options. So they're taking these rules, these unspoken rules away, so you could be more mobile in the match.
Okay.
To put it simple, it's basically they're making it more logical when you're playing the game. A lot of this stuff is more logical, and there's a template for fighting games in general, and every fighting game creator is kind of like following because it's like tradition. But now they're like really kind of stepping out into their own thing. I think because fighting games are definitely coming back hardcore. But
yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it.
The nigga said coming back.
Yeah, because I know I've been saying it for a while now, but I'm gonna get the game, man, and start playing it a little bit.
You'll probably see a new cell coming up soon too, because
it takes Ken, the dishonorable, like very long to make changes. He's like a glacier.
But let's go on to this last one here, which is the guard crush. And we can get on to the characters. I believe this is the last one. I believe. The knockback caused by instant block in Faultless Defense will now change when guard crushed by the opponent's attack. So the knockback caused by instant block in Faultless Defense will now change. This is for guard crush. When guard crushed by the opponent's attack. Instant block and Faultless will now change. What changed though? When an attack hits an opponent in a guarded crush animation, that attack is treated as the first move in the combo. Oh man, so they basically scaled guard crushing. So when
guard crushing.
All right, so you know when the character reels back from the attack, even though you blocked it, it's like a super big long stun on them.
You talking about like when Ramathal she sticks her sword into the ground and he back like the character gets really stunned. It don't hurt him.
Yeah,
but that move staggers him.
So they'll do like a whoa, like even though they're not getting hit, you'll have to mash out that button. It'll give you an option to mash to recover faster,
or to fire when he's dancing.
Yeah, that same thing. So Potemkin does that guard crush to you when you block his that fire thing that he does. I forgot what it's called. So yeah, that's actually
what are they saying in a nutshell?
That's a nerf. So basically, if you start off a combo that starts with a guard crush, your that first hit is scaling from that, and then
so the actions are the same.
Yeah, it's the same,
but it's not that much damage.
Yeah, it's less damage.
Okay, so now we're in the characters.
We're into characters.
Straight to soul.
You want to go straight to soul? Let's go straight to soul. This is for my dog, Mr. Jamal King. He's the soul man.
What you say, Ken?
No, I was just gonna say I was gonna let you guys do your thing, man. Jump out. I don't know too much about the fighting shit. So
it's so good.
We're about to jump into a fighting match after this, right?
Yeah, we can play, man. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, if you send me the the link, I'll chill in the chat. You know, support. Do some support. I jumped in your Discord, man. I got your link and everything. So
yeah,
unless you have something else to do, Black.
Nah, man, I'm finna, it's 1:21. I'm probably gonna play, get on for like an hour or something. These changes don't take effect till Friday, but I definitely want to play after seeing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get it fresh in my mind.
This is just to see where it is and where it will be. Mm-hmm. I guess you gotta go to, you have to go, where the fuck is Soul Bad Guy?
Why is he not here, bruh? Am I tripping?
I'll talk to you in a bit. If you guys send me the link, I'll jump into the chat.
Yeah, we will. Bro. For sure.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you.
I don't see him.
May Axel,
Chip Potemkin, False Milia, Zato, Ramathal, Leo, Anji, Eno, Gold Lewis, Jacko. Where's So Bad Guy? This man forever eludes.
Wait a minute. No. We won't find this bitch. Hold on. Where's your patch notes? Where was the patch notes?
It's in the general chat.
He ain't slick.
Let me see.
He ain't slick. I'm gonna read this shit out for everybody. I seen that nigga, yo. I seen it. You ain't slick. Arc system works.
Maybe because I got it zoomed in too much. Let's see.
So let me see. So Bad Guy. Let me see here. There we go.
You found
I see him here. Yeah, let me just you can't see it, guys. I don't know why it's not showing. One major point is that I'm reading now. Balance intentions is what it says here. One major point is that we changed how Bandit Revolver functions. Originally, it could only be followed up on a hit automatically. You found it?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. You see intentions?
No, right now it just says So Bad Guy and starts with his forward punch, but continue. It's all good.
All right. Fuck me up. You did. Okay, So Bad Guy. Click on the icon. Okay.
Oh, that's why I wasn't able to see the PDF. Ain't
Why?
this shit lightning? Yeah, when I try to look, click on the link that they provided on Twitter, it doesn't load up at all, even though you download it. It's weird. He said that.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this again. One major point is that we have changed the Bandit Revolver functions. While originally it can only be followed up on a hit automatically, the follow-up can now be performed via manual input regardless of situation. Oh boy.
They reduced the startup time for Bandit Revolver? That's a buff. Bandit Revolver!
That's why I said, oh boy. It can now be used in more ways, such as maximizing the reward of a counter hit from normal moves, such as a crouching slash, as well as other uses outside combos. In accordance to the changes of a forward punch and Bandit Revolver, the wall bounce effect of the forward punch in the stage corner has been removed. Oh, so you don't bounce off the wall.
Okay.
So has access to major damage when he lands a clean hit Volcanic Viper, which is a heavy slash. Yeah. However, the high damage and practicality of the forward punch going into a Volcanic Viper in the stage corner was so strong that there was no need to use other combo rules. You know that's bad. That shit was so horrible. This is subtle. I don't know what this would mean. We revised this while adding new combo parts. So you're gonna have to work for your damage, is what it looks like to me. So instead of just like easy. So Bandit Branger can now be followed up with a counter hit, making it more highly rewarding option.
Okay, that's cool. He can still follow up, but after a counter. That's cool. That's pretty damn good.
Okay.
So they got some specifics for here for him. Looks like some normals and such. So Bad Guy's forward punch now floats the opponent up higher. I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf. We're gonna see. While also reducing the horizontal distance, that's a buff. Sent flying back. That means he could continue combos easier from that forward punch.
That's what they were saying. They opened up more combos.
This is his anti-air. This is the universal anti-air. Yeah, so removed wall bouncing effect. He had a wall bouncing effect.
They did. Hell yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, he did.
Could the other characters do that?
Well, as they can. We had wall bounce and shit, but it was so outrageous.
He had wall bounce on his universal forward punch anti-air, bruh.
If you were close, because it looked strong.
I don't know no other character that could do that. See, that's why they said they wanted to reduce. They wanted to like get everybody.
They said reduce the wall bounce altogether, yo. This
character was the ping pong machine, bro. He's like boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, you got a wall break.
Shit, man, and he could go across the fucking stage.
Yeah, bro. So he looked like he coming back down to earth. I don't think this is not like a super nerf.
It ain't that great though.
He's God. You know what I'm saying? So they basically turning him into a demigod now. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else they got here. Forward heavy slash. Soul is no longer in a counter hit state after the active frames of the attack. So let's see. He used to be in a counter hit state after the active frames of the attack. Soul is no longer in a counter hit state after the active frames. So it sounds like they buffed this move.
That's a debuff.
Yeah, they actually buffed the move because he no longer gets counter hitted after.
Oh, this other way around. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So he actually got a buff. He's. I think this is a buff. He's
but
no
they
longer
only
in a counter hit
they're
state
trying to
after
they're trying to steer him in a certain way. That's what they're trying to do.
Bandit Revolver, all types. The second hit can now be performed with the kick, adjusted movement speed, and opponent blowback due to functional changes. Now triggers the counter effect. All right, so you went over that. Bandit Revolver now does a counter effect. Lowered attack level. Lowered attack level. What does this mean? Like the height of the move? Interesting. Reduced recovery time. What? It just got buffed overall, bro. Expanded hitbox in front and below of second hit. That's a buff. Increased distance from which attack connects. That's a buff. Increased base damage scaling. All of these are buffs, bro. Bandit Revolver.
I think the reason why, because I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, Soul Bad Guy is not a projectile. It's not a zone character.
No, he's not.
Although his body is, but
he is the projectile.
He is the projectile, but I guess with all the buffs for projectiles, they had to do something.
Grounded Bandit Revolver. Reduced startup time. That's a buff. Bandit Bringer, all types, now triggers the counter effect. Bruh, these are all buffs. I think the nerfs might be down here. No, it's not. They got Zato. They only buffed this man? Look, this is the only nerf I see. Expanded hurt box above. Face down, knockdown. That's the only nerf, but that's probably a universal nerf to the whole cast. Increased base damage scaling. Increased base damage. Bruh, I
think people don't like to use projectiles like that, so
they're gonna like it now.
They're gonna like it now, which is gonna be your only way to handle this dude, in any kind of fashion. Okay, so Zato. Let's go to May.
You want to see Faust? You want to see May? You hate May too.
No, May next.
She's at the top.
You just passed her.
She's not at the top. I thought she was at the top.
No.
Where's May? Where's my girl May?
I just want to see if she's nerfed.
Sweet. Creates less distance from the opponent on hit in a stage corner. That sounds like a buff. It could be a nerf on block because it'll be easily punishable.
Now floats opponent higher while also reducing the horizontal distance.
Forward punch. So that's the universal buff to everyone with their normal anti-air forward punch. Sorry about that.
That seems like it's a across the board buff because it's the same thing as Soul.
That's a universal buff for everyone. Forward heavy slash, sending opponents flying upon ground hit. It sends opponents flying upon grounded hit. Reduce the amount of risk level decrease.
It's damage scaling.
The risk level. What was the risk level again? Was that the meter for?
I think that's the damage scaling meter.
RISC. No, risk is the. I think risk is the when they penalize you, they gave you a negative or a positive.
Okay.
We'll have to look up that again. I'm not sure. You might be right. Who knows? But risk, RISC, that's definitely something to do with one of your meters or your positive.
It's that one special. It's that one special meter that they have.
Reduce the amount of combo blowback scaling increase.
Oh, so that's a nerf.
Reduce the amount of combo blowback scaling increase. Bro, that's
a nerf.
That's a buff, bro.
Well, blowback is the negative word.
Yeah, so blowback, if they reduce the combo blowback scaling,
I thought it was talking about moving the opponent. across the stage.
So that sounds like the character's gonna be closer to you as you're doing your combos. These sound like buffs, bruh.
But the scaling damage doesn't. It's not going to increase. Well, no, that is a buff. Oh shit,
that's a buff. That means her damage isn't gonna scale as much. Why are they increasing damage to this game? This game already has crazy ass damage. You could take like half a bar.
The old like Guilty Gear games had 2 bars, 2 health bars.
Oh man, this is about to be crazy. Mr. Dolphin. Okay. Mr. Dolphin horizontal all types. Increase base damage scaling. So are we reading this wrong? Maybe we're reading this wrong. Maybe increasing base damage scaling means that they get less damage. I don't know. Because this doesn't make any sense to me.
Why me, would Mr. increase Dolphin do more damage? That sounds. This whole Mr. Dolphin seemed like a nerf.
Increase base damage.
They reduce the hitbox and they increase the damage scaling, which is a nerf.
So I think increasing the base damage scaling might be a buff, but they reduce the hitbox, which means you probably can hit her out of that shit now. I think they balanced it in that way.
Increase base damage scaling during ascent.
Let's see. Mr. Dolphin vertical. Increase base damage scaling during ascent. Reduce hurt box. That's a buff. Reduce hurt box above the during the ascent. Above during ascent. Okay. Increased distance from which the attack can connect. That's a buff. That's 2 buffs in one nerf. It sounds like base damage. That looks like buff. The vertical Dolphin, Mr. Dolphin.
This sounds like all buffs.
3 buffs.
I mean, well, one of it was a nerf. Can you go to Kai real quick?
Kakisuke?
Yeah.
Let's see my dude. You know he got buffed. Forward heavy slash. Kai is no longer in a counter hit state after active frames of this attack. Yep, that's a buff.
Increased chip damage buff.
Why are they buffing this man? You know how much trouble I had with that Kai that was in the lobby yesterday,
bro?
I got him eventually, but because I had to pick Potemkin though. I was forced to pick Potemkin to beat this dude. And I don't like that.
Stop his ass.
Yeah. He was getting a little too confident. I was like, hell nah, nigga. Sweep the leg. Shock state. Increase chip damage of the special moves and overdrives during shock state. These are all buffs, bruh. Reduce hit stop. Stun edge. All versions.
Reduce recovery. Alright, so I seen what I need to do. Increase base damage scaling. I see what Dragon install. Increase damage. Jesus Christ. Go to the files, please. These are all buffs.
My dude got buff.
They're trying to even the odds here.
Ooh,
oh no, Nago.
You want to go to your boy? All right, hold on. Let's go to Nago. Mr. Nagaruki. Fix the bug.
I want to see. Well, one thing is, I want to see when he goes into his vampiric thing. Is they going to stop him from losing health like he did?
Yo, facts. I think that's definitely something that they worked on or fixed this patch. So look forward to that, Lightning. He says GG Strive ain't stopping until the communication with server when loading up the game takes longer than actual time you spend in playing the game. Yeah, they already mentioned that that's gonna be something that they worked on, and it should be a lot quicker.
Yeah, they said that this shit is gonna be a lot better.
So yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, that's a big problem, bro. That's like no cap. That's just a real big problem. He said Josh is buff. Let's see here. Fix the bug where force-based damage scaling would not be applied. Oh, so there was a buff where the base damage scaling would not be applied. So he was like getting extra damage for no fucking reason. It sounds like during the bug. Adjusted the descent timing for aerial throw. So he has an easier time following up on his aerial throw. Okay, so his grounded throw was was not being scaled properly, it looks like, due to a bug. They're talking about bugs. I only see bugs. I only see some buffs from my dog. Aerial throw, he got better Oki off of the throw. That's cool. Forward punch, that's a universal buff everyone got. Blood rage. The hitbox can no longer clash or be reflected. Clash or be reflected.
When he explodes with the blood rage?
Yeah, so I guess you could clash it before or reflect it. So you can't clash or reflect it anymore. It's just something you got to eat.
Can now follow up with a second person. They haven't changed his health
He
reduction.
don't got a lot of changes at all. I didn't want them to change him a lot. I feel like he just needed a buff to Blood Rage, but they didn't do that. Reduced. What's his Zaro Miyuki? I don't remember what that word is. I know all his moves by muscle memory. I just don't know the fucking names. Zamaryuki. That's probably the move where he spins and then lands and hits you low. Let's see. Reduce startup. Increase the movement speed of the hitbox. Unifies the size of the clash range. That's like a buff. He got buffed on that. Increase base damage scaling to come around.
It don't seem glamorous though.
Nah, he didn't need it. He really didn't need anything except for, in my opinion, the blood range. I feel like they should leave him alone because he's good where he at. The dude who won Evo or US won with Nagaryuki. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That character don't need
even
to be
with
touched.
all that.
If anything, they probably was gonna nerf him, but he looked like he good.
So they're making it more. They're making a more aggressive game. All right, can you go down to Faust?
Oh, he has just one more change I want to take a look at. Can now follow up with the second hit by pressing Heart Slash. That's crazy.
What is it? What is a blood blowback?
Where you reading that at?
The second one.
Adjusted blowback, etc. to accordance with changes to its function. So blowback is the character getting pushed away from you when you hit him.
Okay.
Is what blowback is. So they reduced the blowback, which is a buff, meaning that it's probably going to be easier for you to do a follow-up attack with him. Yo, facts. Yeah, that's gonna be. That's been like the only one of the major just the startup screen, the login time to the server. That's been a big thing. We've been talking about that since it came out.
It's hard. It's hard to even run like fucking do online play, and I hope they fixed all the lag that's in online play. That shit is real laggy.
He says Zamaryuki is 2-3-6S. So 2 would be down. 3 would be full. Okay. So that's down forward slash. Which move is that? Okay, so that's like his little shadow clone, right? I believe that's what that is. So okay. Reduce startup, increase movement speed of the hitbox, unified size of this clash range. 2, 3.
It does. It sounds like the shadow clone.
Appreciate you, Lightning. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's a shadow clone, I believe. The triangle. Yeah.
When they said reduce hit or the hitbox, they kind of gave it away.
Nice. Who you want to see next? Trying to get my dog Patinkum?
Mix.
Damn,
wait. Whose thing is that? Who is that?
D9.
Oh, no.
You got mad changes, boy. Oh, man, I hope those are buffs.
she's a complicated character.
Oh, yeah, that's why she got all these damn patch notes, because she's got a lot.
I know you want to see it.
I'm gonna go over those by myself. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all.
Okay, yeah, here. That dude gonna sit back at his couch with some tea.
I'm gonna go get me some white chocolate cocoa and shit to sit back with my thumb up.
Fucking yo!
Who we looking for, bro?
Faust.
Where he at, bro? I thought I went through all of this. Oh, there you go. Mix. Dash. Reduce the upper hurt box. That's a buff. Reduce upper hurt box directly after the animation starts. So that's going to be easier for him to dash underneath people when they jump at him. I would see that's the reason why they would implement that. For him to dash underneath someone when they jump at him. And that's cool.
Yeah.
So he could dash underneath you better now and then hit you with that forward punch into special. Mix. That would be cool. That's a good buff.
Standing punch is a reduced startup.
He a big ass character, so any reduction in hurt box is going to be great for him. That's going to be fire. Standing punch, reduced startup. He got a buff to his... That shit's already fast, bro. But remember they was talking about that for the slower characters, so there we go. Faust, just like we thought it would be. Forward punch. That's the universal buff to everyone. Which is the forward punch can now be canceled. Decrease the horizontal distance the opponent is sent flying back. Ooh. So that's gonna be good for him because he doesn't have to chase them that far after he hits them. and expanded the hitbox.
Do it, and I can do it and go into a mix, which they already did the special buffs.
They buffed the hitbox in front for his. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He got buffed in the front. It already had a good hitbox, in my opinion, right? But not only does it have that dope ass hitbox that goes like this directly above his head, bruh. He now has a hitbox in front of him, dog. Nah, dog, that's too good.
Nah,
that's too good.
His fucking scalpel was a hitbox.
Mix. You gonna see? They probably buffed that shit too, bro. That's a good ass buff though, man. That's what's up. I'm happy. Maybe we're gonna see some more Faust in top 10. That's gonna be fire. Let's see what's good. Crouching slash. Increase base damage scaling. Buff. Decrease the upper hurt box during the end of active frames. That's a nerf. That move is kind of strong. I ain't gonna lie. So they buffed the damage, but they decreased the
You mean when he grabs you by the leg, like he hit you? Wait, no.
So
what
crouching
was it?
slash is the one where he pops the clone out of his back, and he like morphs out of himself type shit. When he pops out of his back. Yeah. So it
hurts. It hurts more.
They increased the hurt box, meaning it's gonna be less effective as a anti-air.
Well, he don't need it because he already has a good anti-air.
Yeah, he already. So you're gonna be mainly using that move for combos now, since they increased the hurt box.
Which is fine. I can take that.
He'll probably trade more with that. He didn't really need it because that forward. Plus they nerfed the forward punch. He'll be all right. It was dumb strong though because he attacks from both sides of it, right? So if you were directly above him, you were fucked. If you were like on the side or in the back of him, he would still hit you. So it was it was really strong before. We got something for Mix. Faust no longer in a counter hit state after the active frames. That's a buff, sir. How you feeling about your boy Faust so far?
That what you just said would make it more so that I would need the Roman cancel out of it. So I can, well, no, because they're saying that he can't get countered.
So now,
after I'm done,
say you do that block string, right? When I told you it's not a true block string, that it has a hole in it. So if I stop you with that jab, it's no longer a counter. It's just you getting hit. He's getting less punished for doing mix now.
So he's just more. He can be more aggressive. Okay,
that's really good for him. Increased base damage scaling. That's just an overall buff. He looking good. That boy looking good. Let's see here. Donut. Lowered the chance of donut appearing when there is already a donut on the screen. So which one of his moves is donut? Do you know what that is?
It's the food. It's the food where you eat it.
Oh, that's the actual food. Okay. Lowered the chance of donut appearing. Okay, so it's a slight buff because that means more weapons. So less relying on healing yourself and more worrying about the actual hits and shit. That's cool. How do you like that buff or nerf?
Which one was it?
How you look at it? The donut.
Yeah, they were giving them too many
healings, right?
Stupid at yeah.
He has multiple healing items, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they should
banana is one.
They should take away one of them. He got banana, donut, and what else? It's just those two?
So far as I know.
Just banana, donut? Yeah.
Lower the chances of a pair. Okay, so you won't have multiple bananas on the screen. See, when throwing an item, there's now a set chance that the banana will become a banana pill.
Oh. When throwing an item, there's now a set chance that the banana will become a banana pill.
Oh, so the banana pill is a separate item then?
It sounds like the banana before had a chance of becoming a banana pill. It doesn't always have it. So I guess they had a random number. They had RNG for it. But...
No. Once you consume that fruit,
it always turned into a banana pill.
It always turned into a banana pill. So it was risk reward. If you are going to try to get the health, then you run risk of it being something that can interrupt you.
When throwing an item, there is now a set chance that the banana will become a banana pill.
So they're saying when throwing an item, you can throw banana pills out there now, which is probably like the oil slick that they had in the first game or the third one.
Yeah, that's dope. That's fire. So he can throw banana. Yeah, that's exactly what it's saying. He can throw his banana pills now. That's a buff, in my opinion.
Okay.
Imagine slipping on that banana peel right before the comets come down.
Yeah,
Can you imagine the chaos? That's good. You could recognize it's a banana peel on the floor and then teleport behind him. It's gonna be crazy. Let's see here. Love. Which move is love? You know what that is?
Bag.
Which one?
The bag.
Yeah, okay, that's his air projectile, right? That explodes. Mm-hmm. The properties now change when activated while in Afro state. Okay, so they changed the properties of the explosion.
What though?
So after you get the Afro state and you hit them with love, it don't really tell you. Faust now remains in counter hit state until the end of the animation.
That's a nerf.
That's a nerf, bro. They buffed it and nerfed it, it looks like.
The only fire state that I can see, the only thing about the Afro, when you throw love at them, their hair will be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
They
changed the property, so I wonder if it does more hits or got more hits done.
So, here we go.
Afro. Extended the time until it disappears after touching the ground. Alright, so Afro stays out there longer. No longer enters Afro state during certain animations. Oh, that sucks. That sounds like a nerf. What could this be? Decreased recovery. Was that his special?
That is bad. That's good for me. What could this be is when I think what can this be should be a special.
Yeah, that probably sounds like the that's the Lucky Charm joint, right?
No, I think.
Or is it the items that he throws up?
I think it's just a regular item. You just throw items. What could this be?
Decreased recovery.
I got it. Well, you can you can pop that shit out. Yeah, that's a hardcore buff.
That's what's up. I think I'm gonna take a look at my dog Potemkin. Mr. Potts himself. Alright, far standing slash, increase roll time. I don't know what that is. That could be a nerf roll time. Increasing time, I don't know. That sounds like it's a nerf. That move has a really good hurt box on it. The far standing slash. Oh, okay. No, far standing slash. I'm thinking heavy slash. Far standing slash is the one where he pokes you like upward like this. He does that weird ass pose. So increasing the roll. I don't know what roll time is, to be honest. That could be anything. I don't know what the roll time is.
It could be like more active. The longer it's out, the more it can attack, I guess.
They would say active frames, I think, but I don't know. If anybody knows what the roll time is, please put it in the chat. I greatly appreciate it. But I'll probably follow up with that a little later. If not, reduce the hurt box in front. That's a buff. Any reduction in the hurt box is a buff. They buffed this move, heavy slash. It's about to get nasty out here. That's the move where he just puts out that big ass arm. Pause. Then he extends his arm, and you can go and it's countable. Yeah, they buffed that. That's good. Let's see here. Forward kick. Decrease so that's his tackle shoulder rush that I really use. They decrease the amount of risk level reduction for that move. Reduce the amount of combo blowback adjustment increase. All right, so they bounce back a lot further. I mean, they're a lot closer, I guess, after the combo blowback adjustment increase. Okay. Forward heavy slash. Reduce the hurt box in front. Buff. I'm loving it. I love it.
That fucking GIF.
I love it. Let's see here. The ground cracks no longer appears. Oh, why would they do that? Slide head. That's the one where he slams on the floor. I thought that was a cool effect. Potemkin is no longer in counter hit state after the active frames in. Yeah, we about to wrap it up. Actually, bro, we about to wrap it up. I think unless Josh, was there any other characters that you were looking at, bro?
No, that was it.
Yeah, we've actually about to wrap it. It's just like half the cast left. I want to say more than half. So we're not gonna.
Yeah, we just wanted to get the meat. We just wanted to get into like because this game is a lot of rules in this. That you know what I mean. There's a lot of things to kind of like break into.
Potemkin is no longer in counter hit state after the active frames in. The ground cracks no longer disappear during active frames. Okay, that's not really... That's a buff. But the ground cracks really isn't anything but aesthetic. Excuse me. FDB now triggers a counter effect. Buff. Now reflects projectiles while holding down the S button. Increased base damage scaling. These are buffs, bro. So he can reflect projectiles even better now. I'm trying to remember.
Fluck?
FDB is the flick, right? That's the...
I don't know.
I believe that's what that is. So you can reflect it by holding down S? That's slash. Oh, that's cool. So, all right, so this is what that means. So FDB, which is the one when he holds the flick, when he got his middle finger and he holding it, you don't have to time it anymore. You could just hold it.
That's what I was going to say.
And then it'll auto reflect that shit. Tastes good. Pause.
I didn't know that you can hold it down, but then I didn't know that you could hold down the fucking scarecrow thing either.
Yeah, it's you can delay it, and the FDB actually gets stronger when you hold it down too. So yeah, you don't have to time it anymore. You could just be relatively on the mark, and it'll auto reflect, which is cool. Garuda impact, increased base damage scaling. We in there. Heavenly Potemkin Buster, increased distance from which the attack connects. They buffed.
What's that one? That was already broke, yo.
That's his. Okay, so this isn't the regular.
I know what that is.
That's his. That's the one he catches you in the air.
I know.
All right, so
but there's so many projectiles, so I guess because he can't move quickly.
So this move actually the hurt box. Excuse me, the hitbox on it actually sucked before. If you try to counter somebody on reaction, it would miss a lot of the time. So they basically could increase the distance in which he'll catch you. So you don't have to be like right on the money anymore. It was ridiculous. The even if you try to like on reaction, it wasn't really good. So you had to put it in a combo. So this is cool. I think that's good. And Gigantic Kai, that's the one we what is Gigantic Kai? I don't recall. I remember Garuda Impact is the flame hit. Gigantic Kai is not coming to mind. Reduce the hitbox of the projectile in front and behind. The interval before an attack can hit again after it connects with the opponent is now consistent. I don't recall what Gigantic Kai is, but you know what? I'm going to look it up because I'm tired of not knowing what this is. Let's take a quick trip now to YouTube.
I thought didn't do shit.
Gigantic Eye. Oh, that's the reflection joint. That's the reflection joint.
Did they say it was going to do?
All right, so the Gigantic Eye is the one that I use to gain. I normally use it to gain space, to control space. So what
was the
I'm about to go back
what was the
Oops, excuse me, y'all.
I wish it looked like that, Street Fighter.
Did I lose the patch notes? There we go. So they reduced the hitbox of the projectile in front and behind. They nerfed it. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of broken down. People weren't able to jump over it, so they nerfed it. So it's easier to jump over it now. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, Gigantic Eye is the moving blue shield. Yeah, appreciate that, bruh. Yes, they nerfed it, bruh. That makes me sad inside, dog. It does.
But you can like vacuum grab with the other shit, man. So fuck you.
It's deservingly so. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's it was a little OP, bro. I ain't say shit though. I'm just using it. You know what I mean, that's cool though. I'm not too mad about that. But I just gotta play. I have to play with.
They're racist against big characters, yo.
Yeah, I mean, the grappling characters normally strong starting off, and then they nerf them. They always nerf them, and people get used to them too. So, and the interval before the attack can hit again after disconnects with the opponent is now consistent. So they just That's a small buff there. But any other characters you want to take a look at? Anybody, Lightning, is there any characters that you want to go over, bro? Let me know. Or anybody else in the chat. Let me know if there's any characters y'all want to take a look at.
The only one I'll watch that shit because she is a lot is Ramathal. I'll do that shit offline because that shit was a lot. Yeah, she has like fucking. Lot, bro. That shit was a page of itself.
I think we're gonna end it with this, man. Hey, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. I see there's only 3 of you left in there, but I appreciate y'all, man. I know this is a little boring and nerdy going through these patch notes, but it is what it is. Thank you.
You may gonna do a second video with that whole analyses.
Yeah. We're gonna. I'm probably do a second video with my dog, and we're gonna go down and talk about the rest of the characters.
Yo, he said go down.
Pause. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through though, man. We're gonna end it here. I'm gonna put the link to the Discord if y'all want to come through, man. Chat. I just opened it up today. It's just bare bone as fuck, but if you want to communicate with us, you know what I'm saying, come through there. As soon as I figure out how to put the link in there, I'll put it on the page. You know what I'm saying. But thank y'all for coming through. Mr. Lightning in my hand. I appreciate you, bruh, with all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying. Hit me up with the 236S. You know what I mean. I appreciate that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Nelson Gaming, my dog. Thank you for showing up. Emmanuel A1, my guy. Thank you for showing up. Who else was in there? Jamal King. What's up, man? Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for showing up, my guy. And Eddie. Eddie was the first one in there. Thank y'all for showing up, man. We going on 2 hours. We about to end it here. Josh, you want to say anything before we leave, bro?
Nelson. Good man. That's all I got to say.
My G. Hey,
everybody else.
Nelson, I'm going to shoot you that link to the Discord. You know what it is. You fam. And everybody else, I'm gonna put that link on the page for y'all to jump on if y'all want to. It's bare bones as fuck, but that's where we're gonna be at. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, why is Guilty Gear Strive trending?
Because of the patch notes. You know what I mean? I didn't even see that. Thank you for pointing that out.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they talking about the patch notes, man. You know that's big news for us now. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, they got video showing the patch already. Look. Let's see this real quick before we leave.
This is soundtrack, yo.
Cause I can't breathe. That's my shit.
Damn, she went under the fucking projectile. I saw them titties.
She had a wee. You saw that? They said wee. This is my favorite song of the whole game, dog.
Her?
Oh, this dude is tripping, bruh. That's a dope ass mix. I like that. Cause I can't breathe. Hey, that's a perfect way to end the stream. Hey, man, appreciate y'all coming through again, man. Y'all be easy, man. Have a good night, my guy.